Let's go over how we would bind an application to the microgateway plan. So if you remember earlier, we made a service instance of the microgateway plan that was named micro. And since this plan is just a separate instance inside Cloud Foundry, we can actually use the same application that we use for the org plan. So if you do CF apps, remember we have this sample app. If we curl sample app, all we do is we get back a hello from CF app. And so what we actually want to do is we actually want to push microgateway as a separate instance inside Cloud Foundry. So what we can do is go over to this microgateway directory, which is just a clone of the directory on GitHub. We have an application manifest, and we also have a config directory in which I put a YAML file that we need for microgateway to work. And so what we can actually do is just do a CF push. And what this will do is actually just push Edge Microgateway as a separate application within Cloud Foundry. Okay, now we can see that Edge Micro app has been installed. So we actually see this by doing CF apps. And we have this Edge Micro app, which is running separately from our sample app. So if we actually go ahead and do a CF Apigee bind MG, we're not going to use bearer token. We're going to use basic auth again. We're actually going to do a proxy bind as well. And we're going to use the test environment with the amer demo 5 org again. And we're going to do sample as the application we want to bind to. Domain is going to be apps.pcf.apigee.net. The route acting as microgateway, so we need this because we need to tell Cloud Foundry where we want to send requests to. So in this case, it's actually going to be the URL of our app we just pushed as Edge Micro. So target application protocol is just going to be HTTP. Service instance name, remember we called it micro up here. And what's going to do is I was going to bundle a proxy, send it to Apigee Edge, and that way microgateway can actually pull down that proxy on a configuration refresh. So what we actually have to do now is we can actually go ahead and restart the Edge Micro app. In order to re-pull down that config, we're going to restart Edge Micro so that it pulls down a fresh configuration detail from Apigee Edge. And that way it has our proxy entry inside Edge Micro. So we just restart that real quick. Cool. So now if we actually curl sample apgeeks.net, we get back hello from CF app. Okay, so how do we actually know this is running through Edge Micro? Well, if we do CF logs, Edge Micro app, we can see all traffic coming in and out of Edge Micro, of the Edge Micro app. So if we actually go ahead and do this, you can see that we actually got a request that hit the Edge Micro app before hitting our sample app, which returned the hello from CF app. Now let's say we don't want to use this Edge Micro app anymore, and we just want to use our sample app again. Same thing as org, we can just do CF Apigee and bind MG this time. We're going to bind the sample app. Domain is going to be CF or apps.pcf.apigee.net. Service instance is going to be micro. Cool. Now if we do CF routes, you can see that the sample app is not bound to any service. So if we actually run these logs again inside the Edge Micro app and run a curl, we can see that no requests hit the Edge Micro app, and that means that our application is unbound from it.